Put your movie geek cred on the line because we'll be testing the limits of the new Shout About DVD games. Plus, Sarah heads to Lollapalooza for some sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Yeah! Actually, it's overpriced drinks, cheap tour shirts, and rock and roll, but whatever. And like clockwork, Chris Scores shows up in the studio with his rucksack full of DVD magic. Now, you know deep down, you want us on the wall. You need us on that wall. Come on, we're attacking the show.
Pick up on this.
Welcome to the show.
Woo!
Is that how you do it?
That was good. Yeah.
Thank you.
We like to tell them the title of the show too.
It's called Attack of the Show.
It is Attack of the Show. Yes.
But they learned that from the graphics in the beginning.
Yeah, it's just they're slow.
Maybe
You
they
gotta
don't
hold
read
their
so
hand
much.
through the show.
They
You
don't,
gotta-
maybe they don't read so much.
That's what it
I
is.
am having graphics envy, but that's cool.
Yeah, we do. Our show is much prettier than yours.
It does
I'm
have
sorry.
better graphics.
It does. It's prettier.
Jealous.
But you have Adam Sessler. Sarah's on the couch
Sarah.
today.
Hey
How's it
guys,
going?
it's great. I'm actually playing with a 3D animation program, which I'm not going to tell you which one yet. It's my damn good download today, but I think I've got a future in animation.
Really?
Just saying.
Wow. Well, I can't. What are you animating right now?
The Grim Reaper.
Dark.
She's got a dark side
She's
to her.
deep. She's deep. Yeah.
Beneath all the cool,
true.
funky hairstyles and the cute clothes.
Yeah.
She's dark.
I'm grim. I'm all about
Okay,
death.
good to know.
Very nice. Can't wait to see that render.
Later in the show, guys.
Okay. All right. All right. Something happened last night.
What?
I was playing the Battlefield 2
Okay.
with the buddies. We had a squad going on.
They're not really your friends, are they?
No, they're my online friends.
Okay.
Which, I did the quote fingers again. We'll get to that later. Hold on, you'll see. Take a shot. So we're doing the Battlefield thing. We're in a squad, and it's the first time I had played my retail version of Battlefield 2. I've been doing the demo with other friends, and in the middle of the game, it was like, hey, you're a combat medic. I got an award. I was like, oh, that's cool. It's the first time I played on a ranked server. And then I was told I had a weapon unlock. Well, that's great.
And you thought you were good, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
See, for
Okay.
those who don't know, Battlefield 2, when you play on a ranked server, it gathers up your experience. Here's a friend's account here, and you can see, here's his progress towards his next rank. He's a Lance Corporal, and here you see a kit unlock. So, the kit normally comes with standard weapons and a knife and all sorts of good stuff and accessories. He unlocked a weapon for his kit, which is something you can do if you play enough and do well. The problem is, I didn't unlock that weapon for my kit.
No.
Some hackers unlocked it for me.
They're really altruistic, aren't they?
They are.
Yeah.
I appreciated it for like 5 minutes. I got a taste of my new medic weapon, but now I'm kind of ticked off. EA's already patched it. We were going to show you
Right.
what it looks like when everything's unlocked, but
Because it's really not fair. I mean,
not. Is it not fair that they patched it, or is it not fair that some people have the better weapons because they've been playing for longer?
I'm saying it's not. I mean, it's not fair for the hackers to come in and give people better weapons. It's really the point of the game is to try and achieve things. It's just like life, Kevin.
Oh, yeah. See, I hate life as much as I hate unlocking
Okay.
weapons in Battlefield 2. Just give them to me. Let me have them. It'll be fine. But anyway, the hackers did it. It's done now. It's already getting patched. So by tomorrow, it'll all be fixed. There you have it. That was
That's
one
a
of the.
sad story.
This was like a forum post talking about it. But let's move on. Let's talk
Okay.
about another interesting thing. You like the Nintendo DS, right? You've played it. The touch screens. There's two of them.
Two screens.
Two
You
screens.
get confused which one to look at.
Yeah. No, I see. I don't because no games really take advantage of both.
That's
of them.
true.
But anyway, I digress. Further hate me, fanboys.
Zookeeper has a little animal on top.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
I liked
or
it
in
better. It was called
multiplayer
Bejeweled.
mode. It has animals.
Okay, all right, I'm sold.
Totally different.
We're playing Meteos tonight, by the way.
That's true.
So the DS has Wi-Fi built in, but it's not pure 802.11. It's kind of like a hacked version, a slightly different version. No one's really sure why exactly. Maybe it's a proprietary Nintendo thing. Maybe who knows?
You never know what Nintendo's doing or why.
Well, someone, thank the dear Lord, is offering a DS Wi-Fi bounty. It's currently at $1,387.15.
But we can do better than that.
We can. Come on, people. We're talking Wi-Fi for the DS. Everybody wants it. Let's get
GeForce
it in
putting
there.
up $1 million. I just got the call.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very,
yeah.
very kind of us. It's no, not at all. Maybe we'll give $1.50 after the PayPal takes their end.
That's not G-Fordable.
Yeah, exactly. No. They want people to do a few things. There are a few milestones along the way. 50% of the money will go to the first person who figures out how to really, set the register to accomplish actual TCP/IP, to figure out to do certain things on the list. Then if they can implement and actually, correct or connect disconnect code. If they can get all that in there, then that's another milestone. So
That's like 25%, right?
yeah,
And
it's
the
like
third
there's
one's like 25%.
there's 3 different goals that they can reach.
There's
They'll all
money
be there.
to be made here. There's
There
money to
is.
be made.
$1,000. I will.
$1,000.
I will set up a PayPal account and kick in $100 personally.
And you don't have a PayPal account?
No, I don't. Why?
What do you mean, why?
Why do you need a PayPal account anymore? I don't buy stuff off eBay. I just talk about weird auctions.
You just
That's what I
pretend you're a
do.
geek. That's okay.
Pretty
Whatever.
much.
Okay.
Pretty much. So I'll kick in some money. Hopefully other people do as well. The DS Wi-Fi bounty, support it.
I bet it'll go pretty quickly.
Yeah. And Sarah
People
likes
are smart.
Sarah likes the Flash games. She loves
I love Flash games.
when you're not modeling in 3D.
Sure. I mean, sometimes I got to dumb it down a little bit and get down to KP's level. So let's see some Flash games, man.
Bring it down. So this is one that was for the promo for the Devil's Rejects. And
I didn't know Sarah was in the Devil's Rejects.
Well, see, she's not. But
Oh, she's not.
She's in the Flash game for the Devil's Rejects, where you can
Okay.
upload a picture of your boss. In this case, it's obviously Sarah Lane.
Right.
And
always
then
like
you
to be
can
a boss.
torture them. So we can give her a little. Let's just bash, give her a little bash on the cheek there, and
Wait.
let's do some staples in the face. That's good right there. A couple right there.
I think that's a new fashion statement
Cigarette
right
burn?
there. Every
Oddly-
girl needs a cigarette burn on her
Yeah,
face.
yeah. Sarah, do you know like the cigarette burns on the face there?
He
No?
gave you matching ones.
Yeah,
so
I
it's
did.
like blush.
On each
Well,
cheek. How about a
that's-
little knife one
that's
to the throat?
good.
Just cut it off. Let's just click and let's just go to town on this. Huh?
Take a breath.
Oh, sorry, you got a little click happy.
Yeah.
So it's a fun little game. Upload a photo and have no, Sarah?
I'm going to get it
I know.
tonight while you sleep.
Speaking of games,
This is my favorite one.
someone created an Attack of the Show drinking game.
Yes.
It's there. It's
Or you could just drink the whole time.
You should. It'll make the show a lot better. Really, we need all the help we can get. So, here you can select your host. We can select
Let's
me
select Kevin.
and say, whenever I do a first 50, whenever I wear 2 shirts, not today. Someone's sobering up. The quote fingers is on there. Whenever I say it came from eBay, so that's at least 2 shots of the Diet Pepsi for
I
you
like
today.
how the quote fingers, the things Nixon used.
Yes,
I
exactly.
don't think Nixon was doing quote fingers.
He might have been. I don't know. Not the bunny ears.
I am not a crook.
Yeah, that's how it went.
Okay.
That's how it went. It's just, there you go. For Sarah, whenever you deliver the feed or whenever you tell me to pay attention. So I'm sure that'll happen today at some point.
Pay attention.
They pick up on these things. So start chugging, folks. There's an Attack of the Show
That's
drinking
funny.
game.
Do an hour
You guys
every
are
day.
smart.
We
Little
love our
nuances
fans.
of the show.
We love our
Not getting by the
The
audience.
drunken fans.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you for that.
Okay. Now, since there's no way I'm getting screwed out of my chance to hear you whine about your love life, Dumper. We're moving Relationship Call Thursday to today. The number is 800-839-7880. And you can email us through our web form at attackoftheshow.com/askus. And you can chat with us in our IRC chat room, too. Just go to chat.g4tv.com.
And if we take your call, this is actually on the drinking game as well.
Ooh.
Whenever we show the Jinx shirts, we're going to send you one. Boom. Right there. Look at that. Hand modeled by Morgan. This one's special. All right. We need to go to commercial because my puppeteers are actually a little exhausted right now. And they're union labor, so I'm not going to, piss them off. But when we come back, we prove we're even nerdier than you can possibly imagine. Proof.
Attack of the show, baby. Attack. Attack of the show. Attack.
Our next guest thought to himself, hey, I like movies and I like trivia and I have lots of friends and, well, we can relate to part of that. We understand exactly what Chris Kantrowitz was getting at when he developed Shout About Movies. Welcome to the show, Chris.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
So let's talk about, this is a DVD game, this
Yes.
Shout series.
Yes.
So it's not necessarily an Xbox thing, even though the Xbox can play DVDs.
Yep,
It's not
correct.
PlayStation 2.
Correct.
They can all play them, but why develop a game on a DVD player?
Well, the guy who actually created the game is a man named Norman Beal, and he was tinkering around with the DVD spec, and he realized that there was actually some interactivity in the DVD player, and he said, you know what? I think I can do something here. Everybody has DVD players.
Right.
They know how to use them. So our idea is just make the game real simple to play so everybody can have it and just stick it in the living room and have a good time with it.
Very nice. So now the Shout is a different series. There's different genres. There's music. There's movies. When did this
Right.
start? What did it actually start with?
Well, Norman started in his living room about 3.5 years ago, playing with the idea, and then we went around to a couple of games companies and finally hooked up with Hasbro, and took us about a year to develop the final product. And last November we came out with Shout About Movies Volumes 1 through 4, and then this past week we just released Shout About Music Volumes 1 and 2.
Very nice. Now, the game itself, it's purely a DVD game. There's no board, there's no dice, crazy spinners, anything like that.
Exactly. In fact, that's one of our big things. There's no cards, no board, no dice, no game pieces. Everything takes place on the DVD player. The DVD player keeps score and even tracks how you're playing. So the host will come out and say, "Whoa, red team, you're messing up here, but the blue team's going to catch up." So we really, I mean, it's a fully interactive
So now
experience.
your DVD player can talk crap. And
It
actually
does.
just-
It totally crap talks at you.
Very nice.
Yeah.
That's an excellent feature. Now, how are you guys able to actually use these movie clips? Because I know that these aren't just from like public domain films or anything like that.
No, I mean, our movie edition has the best clips from the best movies of all time. We partnered with the Motion Picture and Television Fund, which is a charity for Hollywood that basically takes care of, old and retired actors and providing them with healthcare services
Right.
and things like that. And basically, Hollywood got behind our game. The Screen Actors Guild, all the studios, and the idea was just to give back to themselves and provide people a good gaming experience with all the best movies of all time.
Very nice. I got to say, we've been having a lot of fun with them around here. Everybody enjoys them. It's definitely a high quality product.
Yep.
But what happened with the box art, Chris? I'm sorry to do that to you, but I don't know if you see they even shortened the guitar.
Yes.
Quite a bit, and then look at the plastic people having fun on the back there. I mean, it's.
Haven't they ever told you it's not what's on the outside, but it's on the inside that counts?
Oh, there we go. Okay,
Yeah.
and it's more plastic.
Oh,
people.
right. There's that.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah.
I had to. It wouldn't be fair. I just not to knock the high school
Fair game,
kids
fair
using
game.
Photoshop,
Yeah.
but all right, let's actually play the thing. 'Cause
Okay,
this
let's
is
do it.
this is what makes
Yeah,
it good. So
absolutely.
I don't know if we can get Morgan and Sarah over here. Let's do this.
I'm ready
folks
for
at home,
trivia.
You guys
All right.
are so dead.
Here we
People
go.
on this side of the couch, just move that way further. You're on the blue team. On that side, that's the red team. Chris, you're
All
going
right.
to keep score for us here since we don't have the actual DVD remote.
Okay.
I'm ready.
It's
Morgan?
time to shout about movies.
Here we go.
I'm
Let's
ready
do
to
it.
shout.
All right, clip one.
You're Abe Froman,
That's right. I'm Abe Froman.
the sausage king of Chicago.
Oh, shoot.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yes.
Is that Ferris Bueller?
It is Ferris Bueller.
Yeah, that's right. Even though I said it like a question, it was a statement.
Yep.
Yeah, I said it
You
very
said to
sure.
shout it out. You got it.
wasn't much of a shout.
Well, I'm not drunk enough yet. We're playing this on Margarita
Yeah.
Friday, and it'll get much louder.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do another one. Come on.
Round two.
Shout.
Coming back.
And I want the rest of you cowboys to know something. There's a new sheriff in town,
Oh, is that Blazing Saddles? Blazing Saddles.
and his name is Reggie Hammond.
No, not yet.
Oh, Reggie Hammond. 48 hours. 48 hours. I said it before the graphic. Honest.
You read it.
I should get half
I don't
credit.
know.
No
I
points.
read it. I did
Okay,
cheat.
1.5.
I did cheat. So now this is so there's obviously there's movie clips, but this is one where we're just getting quotes from movies, right?
Absolutely.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, each game of Shout, each disc has 3 episodes. On each episode, there are 8 different types of gameplay. So this is one of the types
All
of
right,
games.
let's go.
All right,
Now,
let's
let's
do
go.
it.
Come on. Come on.
I fart in your
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Your
Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Quest for-
Search for the Holy Grail.
Monty Python's Quest for the Monty Python's Search for the Holy Grail.
And the Holy Grail.
I said that first. I did say that first, Chris.
I don't know.
Chris, I came right out of the box with the Monty
I
Python.
heard it, but you got to get the whole answer. You got
I
to get the
said
Holy Grail
it.
part.
No one got.
I said
She
all
said
the
Quest.
words of the
You said
answer.
Quest, and she said
And then I
Search.
It's a
repeated
team- it's a
myself
team
and I
thing.
said Monty Python. and
All the
Holy
words were in
Grail.
my
Want to call it a
answer.
tie? We call
No,
it
I
a
want
tie?
to do
I
one
feel
more.
like
Let's
our
do another
team
one.
is
Let's
falling
go.
apart.
This is horrible. Come on. Oh, these are like stills
Yeah,
from the
this is
movie,
a
right?
round called Still Crazies.
My
Oh, they're putting it
Lord.
together. Whoa,
Yeah.
what is that? Is that?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, wow.
That looks
Whoa!
like.
Oh, Ghost!
Oh.
It's Ghost! It's Ghost! Yes! Oh!
It is Ghost.
That was an incredibly
Score
creepy
it.
movie.
I know Patrick Swayze, especially when he's got his
got
shirt
the
off.
sways.
The part with
Cried all
Whoopi
5
Goldberg
times.
in the end.
I got it. I got
It's
it.
in my nightmares.
Then
Okay.
we're going to see another Still Crazy. Oh, here we go.
Oh, this is the last one we're doing too. Oh, I got it. It's Rush Hour. Is it Rush Hour?
Rush Hour.
It's
No.
Space and Us Are Us.
Oh!
Where's the car?
Ah! Yeah. You didn't say it like it was a question.
I'm gonna have to take credit for that one.
Yeah,
did
you
get
got
the
that
last
one.
You did get the
You
last
were
one.
in.
But overall score?
That'd be me.
No.
I kind of suck at
2
this,
to 3.
but at least I
Thank
can
you,
yell.
Chris. Thank you very much. These are
The yelling is the
These
fun
are really
part.
It
good.
is the best part.
Look for Shout About Music and Shout About Movies on store shelves now. We're going to give you links to all the good stuff in our blog.
I
That
wanna
was
play
fun.
more.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
I like it.
Thanks for coming on, buddy. We appreciate it.
I
Wanna do
challenge
another
you.
one?
I re-challenge you.
All right, we'll do it after,
All right.
after the commercial. All right. Although
right.
commerce makes the world go round, it also occasionally makes the fun stop. But only temporarily. Up next, we'll be showing you how to break down your favorite movie into teeny tiny pieces. And Sarah will show you how to reduce Billy Idol to tears in 4 words or less.
All right, don't forget, we're going to start open casting to fill this vacant host spot in 3 cities. Kevin,
Yes.
what are you doing?
Oh, I'm sorry. 3 cities, yes. Los Angeles, San Francisco, and New York.
And New York, starting July 31st here in LA, all right? So we're going to go over what the candidate needs to be. You must be at least 18 years old. Very sorry to everybody under 18, but there's a level of maturity here on the show, and we just got to start somewhere, you know?
Right.
You got to be male, so... You know what that's all about. You must be willing to work full-time, move to LA. We did it. We love it. Never been better. You got to be confident.
Wow,
You got to know
don't
your
sound
stuff.
too sure of yourself there.
I'm serious.
We moved. It's cool, whatever.
I'm
I mean,
just-
sunny and stuff.
I love LA.
Woo!
It's a Randy Newman song.
I know.
You don't know that song.
I don't.
Okay, you must be what we call, we like to call it TV ready.
Yes.
In other words,
Shower.
Be funny, be engaging. Not really sure how we got past that requirement, but
It didn't exist
show
before
us
us.
up.
They were
And
like,
we're gonna.
How do we stop these mistakes from happening again? Oh, make them
With
TV
you.
friendly.
We're going to select a few candidates and give them 1 week trial on the show. This should be fun, Kevin. Be sure to check out attackoftheshow.com/host search for more information and to weigh in on a few of the hopefuls. So that's the URL. Go there and stop emailing me.
We're going
Just
to put
go
them through
there.
hell. Put them through hell.
Put them through hell. It'll be like, what do they call when you want to be in a frat?
Hazing.
Hazing.
A little bit
We
of
are going to
hazing.
haze you.
Yeah, we have
You
a
might
paddle and everything.
Die from drinking too much water or something. Okay. It was hot, it was humid, it smelled of roadie, yet I braved the wilds of Lollapalooza just for you, Kevin, and for you.
Oh.
The city of Chicago, known for so many things. It's the hog butcher to the world. It's the city of big shoulders. It's even the Windy City. But for 2 days this July, it's also the place where Lollapalooza makes its triumphant return. We're here. I'm about to go inside. I'm going to get into some trouble.
This is our way of staying in love with the world, what's currently out there, what we can bring to the city of Chicago.
You know, we've done Lollapalooza 3 times, and from my first experience, it's one of the first tours where you was getting urban audiences and mixing them with alternative rock audiences, and it was opening up a lot of doors and a lot of eyes.
Being from Chicago, I think it's just great to participate in it and just bring it here to my hometown just means a whole lot to me.
Lollapalooza 2005 is a 2-day festival with 5 stages, 60 bands, art, music, food, fashion, you name it. Who are you here to see most?
There's a lot of them, like Billy Idol, the Pixies.
I'm here to see Billy Idol, Well Diggable Planets. Haven't been around like 10 years, you know.
It's
Billy
a nice
Joel.
day for a white wedding, isn't it?
What day is it?
Who are you most excited to see?
Billy Idol, for sure.
What is it with Billy Idol? He's keeping the ladies like
You know
2
what?
decades later.
Billy Idol is the man. Like, he's just sex appeal, his voice, his music. He's timeless.
And the Botox helps too.
Oh yeah.
Lollapalooza was huge in the early 90s. It was a place where lots of like-minded people got together to listen to music and their most influential bands in the whole world. All right, you know what? It's hot. I gotta get a drink. Were you ever a Lollapalooza follower back in the 90s?
No, I was on the couch watching it on MTV.
Right.
No, this is the first one I've ever been to.
After all the hard work and effort that everybody put in to work with the city, and what a spectacular location. I mean, we are flanked with the beautiful architecture of Chicago, so I think that's our first concern, is making sure we do a great show over the next 2 days.
All right, Lollapalooza 2005 has been so much fun. I've had enough sex, drugs, and rock and roll to last me a week. So I'm gonna go pass out now. Hope you had as much fun as I did. You know, a little known fact that I mentioned yesterday, I'm gonna mention it again.
Okay.
It was the ninth hottest day. No, it was the hottest day in Chicago on Sunday in 9 years.
Wow.
And that
Little
was
warm
what
there.
you just saw. Didn't I look excited?
Billy Idol didn't seem to care. He still rocked it, Sarah.
He rocks it. It's, yeah, Billy Idol.
Like
what
the
are you
Cradle
gonna do?
of Love.
Cradle of Love. There's actually more coming up from Lollapalooza this week. We're going to talk to the bands OK Go and the Bravery, too.
Very nice. Bravery's
awesome,
doing
awesome
some
performers,
G4ia
doing some
bands, too.
G4ia, yep. Hanging with rock stars. That's what I do.
It's a tough job. Please spend the next 2 minutes doing something constructive.
Please.
Seriously. Then maybe we'll forget about the feed and just have Sarah do cardio for a few minutes, huh? Do this thing. Do that one. There you go. Plus, cinema is truth at 24 frames. Don't stop, Lane. The cinema is truth at 24 frames per second. We'll show you how to turn all that truth into a poster. Yeah! Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Speaking of dreams, you woke up in a cold sweat this morning, I know, shouting, DV Doomsday! We know the feeling. And it came from eBay. We'll see to it that you never sleep again. That's all on the way, Morgan.
I'm very excited.
If you can believe it,
Okay,
yeah.
so what's right now?
Oh, well, right now is something interesting. We saw a program, a little project online called Cinema Redux, okay? It's essentially a program that creates posters. Let me pull one up for you. Like, here's a Taxi Driver, for example.
Very popular movie?
Yes, it creates posters from the frames of a QuickTime movie. So it goes through and yanks out, for every second of film, it yanks out one frame, takes a little image, shrinks it, puts them in a row, and eventually you'll end up with a giant poster.
This has got to be copyright infringement.
Oh, it probably is,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. Just so we know that right now.
As we speak, we're getting lawsuits and people are
Okay,
mounting.
cool.
But that's fine, because we're going to show you how to make your own using a free application called Processing. Which,
That's the name.
yeah, probably the worst application I've
Just
ever heard in my life.
processing.
That's all it is. I was like, so what's it processing? He's like, no, that's the name. Okay, Scott. There you go.
Okay.
So, this is the program called Processing. Essentially, it lets you create little scripts that are all automated, but they call them sketches, because therefore it's
That's
artsy
cooler.
and more interesting.
Okay,
Exactly.
good.
So, we've loaded up a QuickTime movie sketch. I'm going to smack run here. It's going to open up a movie file. It's a little train, a little choo-choo.
I want to see the choo-choo.
There's the choo-choo.
Oh,
And look what happens when
choo-choo.
I drag my little mouse around,
There's
Morgan.
many choo-choos.
It's a trail of choo-choos.
I see.
And this is, I mean, you're looking at this saying, wow, that's really cool. Can I go now? No, you can't, because that's just an example
can't?
of what this thing can do. So we're
Okay.
going to load up another example here. We call it a sketch file. Now, this is based off work done by Brendan Dawes. And our own Plastic Bugs, Scott Michella, hacked this. If you look at the code, you'll see that it's pointing to 6string.mp4. That's the 6-string samurai. This is
Right.
a little MPEG-4 of it. So we're going to run it. It's going to take a couple seconds.
And people are going to have to change that on their own, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Change it to the name of the file you want to actually
I have
edit.
confidence in there.
Yeah,
I have confidence. They can do it.
They can edit it.
Yeah.
They're big boys and girls.
They are.
So here you see it processing. I know it's not really that amazing to see in real time, but frames in the movies, it's getting a little darker.
Oh, yeah,
Wait
those are
for it.
dark frames.
It'll get bright. Hold on. Now, these are all movies that we all legally own, or trailers that, we've legally downloaded. Nobody should do this with the new Family Guy torrent that was out, which is super, super high quality, by the way. I don't know.
Not that you know.
A guy told me one time.
Right.
But here, I don't know if you want to hold up one of these, Morgan. These are examples of what you can do with them.
I do want to hold up one
once
of
you're
these.
done.
Now, see, this is cool because I wasn't really with you for most of this, but
Then you see a giant poster
then you
of
see
it.
a giant poster, and it's like, yeah, I kind of want one of these in my dorm room.
Look at that.
If I had a dorm room,
It's fun
I'd
to look
want
at,
one.
fun to touch. There you go. You should rent a dorm room just to hang one of
Just
these.
to have a poster.
I mean, this is the movie Jaws here, or this is Spaceballs. You have
I
Jaws.
have Jaws.
You have Jaws. Done. Oh, don't look down there because there's a spoiler.
Okay.
Right there, in that
Okay.
little- yeah.
I'm not going to look.
Look, there.
I don't know what
it's a-
happens in the end.
It's a fun, free little project. Just get all the links and our updated version of the original script on our website, attackoftheshow.com.
Now, news that's less fair and balanced and more really snarky and possibly inaccurate, but we call it the feed.
Snarky, but never inaccurate. Now, as you probably heard, the Shuttle Discovery launched successfully at about 10:40 a.m. Eastern Time this morning. The liftoff of Space Shuttle Discovery begins America's new journey to the moon, Mars, and beyond, said NASA's apparent new head of operations, Buzz Lightyear. There was no sign of the fuel gauge problem that plagued the first launch attempt, and the shuttle was expected to sail smoothly to its rendezvous point with the International Space Station. However, this afternoon, a local Florida news site is reporting that a piece of debris fell off the shuttle during launch, and they're suggesting this may cause the same reentry problems that claimed the Columbia in 2003. Needless to say, we will keep an eye on that one. Now, you can now officially refer to us as Attack of the Show, your #1 source for hot coffee news, because the scandal is showing more staying power than your game character. Just ease up on the thumbsticks. You don't get points for speed. The U.S. House of Representatives voted 355 to 21 to open an investigation into whether or not Rockstar and Take-Two Interactive deliberately hid that minigame in order to avoid getting slapped with the AO rating. We're not really sure who the 21 senators were who voted against the initiative, but we're sure at least 12 of them thought they were voting against having the coffee machine in the lunchroom replaced with Folgers instant crystals. Microsoft may want to hold off getting those Vista plaques engraved because there might be a little problem of the copyright variety. An online information and consulting firm called Vista Inc., oddly enough also based in Redmond, Washington, what are the chances, is apparently weighing its legal options and may sue Microsoft over use of the name, according to Software Journal. Microsoft lawyers are allegedly working on their Benjamin Franklin and a few million of his brothers think we should keep the name defense, because it works every time. In a related story, Slashdot is reporting that Microsoft will begin checking for pirated copies of Windows each time users attempt to download an update. Upon detection, pirates have the chance to purchase a legitimate copy of the program at a discount, and their ISP will not be red flagged in any way. We're sure of that. And finally, the idea for a live-action Transformers movie has been kicking around Hollywood for a while, but things really picked up steam at this year's Comic-Con. Executive producer Steven Spielberg had a videotape message for the fans. Michael Bay was officially named director. Some test footage was shown. It was all looking really good. And then the crap hit the fan, or more specifically, the crap hit the box office, because Michael Bay's The Island landed like a wet Kleenex in its opening weekend. And suddenly, the producers seemed to get kind of cold feet about his ability to deliver the goods. Also, Ain't It Cool News had a story this morning about possible infighting among the movie's producers, but the story has since been removed. Still, all signs point to some serious roadblocks in the way of the film's possible 2007 release date. And you know what this means. Hanna-Barbera better get off its ass and put a GoBots movie out in the next year. What are you waiting for? It's your chance. And that's The Feed. Seriously, you guys have been great.
Sarah Lane, everybody. Sarah Lane.
That was fabulous. Why are they surprised about Michael Bay? They're like,
don't
oh
know.
no, The Island didn't do well.
who'd have
We
thought?
thought he was fabulous until now.
Well, I like Bad Boys. Is that bad to say?
You're pretty much the only person, I think.
Okay.
Did you play the Bad Boys video game?
No, that was bad. But you can't blame Michael Bay for that. You can blame Uwe Boll somehow. In honor of the Space Shuttle's launch, which was another story that we had today, we're giving away the IMAX Space Station DVD, which was shot and directed on location in space.
Wow.
Aboard the International Space Station. So go to attackoftheshow.com as soon as the show is over to enter.
Okay, I will.
Yeah, the first 24 entries will get their DVDs hand-delivered by Chris Gore as soon as we find out if that's cool with him or not. You know, I don't think he's doing
Maybe
anything
he'll
between
bring one for me.
now and next Tuesday. Oh, he will. He will, because you're special, Morgan.
Okay.
Whoa.
I think we lost the
So
caller.
special that Dennis from Brooklyn didn't want to talk to us. Let's make sure. Dennis, are you there? Yeah, I didn't think so. All right.
Okay.
It's Relationship Tuesday, so let's hear it. Chris joins us on the phone from New Bedford, Massachusetts. Are you there, Chris?
Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, it's going pretty good. Hey, Morgan.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. I have a question for you.
Okay.
How do I get a girl to like me for who I am?
How old are you, darling?
I am 17.
All right, you're getting to be about that age then.
What, when he finds out that they don't get a nice car and he'll be fine?
Kevin.
No,
Kevin.
no,
Look,
that's
I'm
not true.
being honest, buddy. It's a...
No, but there's a, there's a stage, 14 to about 17, 18, when no relationships are about who you are. It's,
Right.
And then everybody kind of grows up a little, 18, 19, 20, you start forming meaningful relationships.
So how does this guy convince a girl to like him for who he is?
Buy a Jag.
There you go. That's the honest truth. We appreciate it.
Yeah,
It's a Jag. There you go.
It's my terrible, terrible relationship advice.
There you go. Relationship Tuesdays, folks. It's over that quick. Now, before you take all that great relationship advice and attempt to actually field test it, stick around for the rest of the show and then shower. You need it. When we come back, Sarah becomes your own personal little install wizard with her damn good download. And we have a DV Tuesday that will freak you out. And that's a threat and a promise.
The Feed is brought to you by Doritos. Don't hesitate, don't procrastinate, don't wait to be great. Visit INNW.com.
Cheating. We all do it. We don't all do it with nannies, but we all do it. So why not celebrate it? Tonight's episode of Cheat, right here, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific, is a heady mix of hipster action like Midnight Dub 3, military action like Medal of Honor European Assault, and under ruse airing action, wearing action like Batman Begins and Star Wars Episode 3. Tune in for codes, Easter eggs, and that special brand of Kristen Holt sass. Now, don't you realize your decision-making skills have officially been revoked? by DV Tuesday? Chris Carr's back with us. It's Tuesday. That means you are here talking about DVDs.
Back to talk about DVDs.
DV Tuesday.
And we got some good ones.
I just messed up my own coined term.
Don't sweat it.
DV Tuesday, man. All right, let's start with Steam Boy Director's Cut.
Yeah, this is, of course, by Katsuhiro Otomo, who did Akira. If you've ever seen Akira, is absolutely brilliant. Probably one of the best anime ever done. And Steam Boy is, how do you explain this? It's one of those futuristic stories of a family involved in harnessing steam power to power the world to fight this battle. And Anna Paquin actually plays Ray Steam Boy. You know, Anna Paquin, of course, from the X-Men films and whatnot.
Yeah, she was a little kid in the piano, right?
That's right. And voice acting also done by Alfred Molina and Patrick Stewart. And it's one of those things, I think it's funny that his last name is Steam. He's Steam Boy. So Pereira...
That is uncanny.
Pereira would be Pereira Boy if they made an anime about him. But it's one of those DVDs that's absolutely packed with features. So much stuff, like just, you know, the extras are amazing in terms of the behind the scenes with the actors, how they did the translation. And one of the things I love about this disc, which I've been screaming for when they do anime, is show it to me in the original Japanese with English subtitles. So you have that choice. I can watch the film in English, or I can watch it with English subtitles and hear the inflections of the Japanese actors. I think that always works better. It just, you know, it feels more real. I mean, these are foreign films.
That's not too much to ask for an anime movie.
Let's respect the material. And not only that, also the box set, if you get the box set, comes with all this cool stuff. You get
bringing out the big guns.
Yeah, postcards, a little mini comic book.
Oh, this all comes.
And this, yeah, you get this thing here with
that's pretty cool.
all kinds of sketches of the machinery and whatnot. And what's funny is I'm watching this movie, I'm going, you know, this totally reminds me of an old Sega Genesis game, Steel Empire. That's one for the geeks out there, one for the geeks. If you remember Steel Empire for Sega Genesis, yeah, this is a lot like that. But
I was a Nintendo girl.
Nintendo.
Back in the day. Sega Genesis was.
What can you say?
For weirdos.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
I'm one of the weirdos, but this is a definite buy.
Good.
It's a definite buy.
Bottom line, we want to buy Steam Boy Director's Cut. Well, I mean,
packed disc and tons of.
Can't say enough
when
about
you get all this stuff, it's like a whole collector's set.
Cool.
For nerds like myself.
For nerds like yourself, you got something to buy now. Let's move on. Crybaby Director's Cut.
Okay, if you're a John Waters fan like myself.
And another John.
This is an absolutely hysterical movie with Johnny Depp. Tracy Lords, this was her first legit role after, of course, she was involved in more adult productions.
In high school.
Yeah, exactly. So in this movie, while they were shooting the movie, actually, she was pursued by the FBI, which you know, didn't help things when they were trying to get the movie made.
Sort of a fun side note. Look at him.
But it's a musical. It's kind of it's a Romeo and Juliet in the gutter. It's about classism. Of course, John Waters movies always have gross humor and hilarious subtext. The disc is pretty no frills, though. I mean, there's commentary only and a little documentary about Baltimore. But, you know, for me, I mean, just hearing John Waters talk and tell the stories about making the movie, about working with the actors, and Johnny Depp, you find out he's a total class act and love Baltimore. But because there's not a lot on the disc, I gotta say, it's a rent. A rent, exactly.
Because the movie's good enough for it to not be a pass.
Yeah.
However, there's just not enough extras, and that's what we're looking for on DV Tuesday.
Yeah, you read my, you complete me. You complete, because that's in my notes. But yeah, look at that, yeah.
All right, moving on. Rubber Johnny.
Okay.
Rubber Johnny has been a topic of much conversation around the office. Let's fill everybody else in.
It's directed by Chris Cunningham, of course, the notorious music video director.
Yep.
It's about a shapeshifter locked in the basement who has a dog for a friend. And, you know, honestly, there's not a lot of story. But I would describe this because it's so haunting, so creepy. This is a video that I call a room clearer.
Yes.
What it is you got all these people in your house, you're having a giant party, and you want them all to leave. You put on something that grosses them out, and this
makes them squirm and makes them go, you know what, I think that's the time.
Yeah.
I forgot to turn off the stove.
I gotta turn this. I'm gonna put this video on and freak you out.
I'm gonna go, Chris.
What's shocking to find out is that all of these effects, I mean, his whole look, were all done digitally. I mean, it looks so bizarre. I can't. And it also comes with this little booklet, which I cannot show
Rubber
you. I'd love
Johnny.
to show you the booklet, but I'd have to put black bars over every page because it's so grotesque.
Yeah, it's Rubber Johnny. What are you gonna say?
It's Rubber Johnny. It's also one of those things where, bottom line on that.
Because it's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody. It's a rent.
It's a rent.
It's a rent.
Cool.
Yeah.
So we've got Steamboy Director's Cut, total thumbs up buy.
Yes.
We've got Crybaby Director's Cut, rent.
Rent.
And Rubber Johnny, rent.
Rent. And then a little quick pick. I like to throw out like one little quick pick. I got this. This is out from Anchor Bay. It's the Anchor Bay Fright Pack. Cooler than hell. And it's 6 DVDs for $30.
That's a great deal.
I asked Brendan
What's
Moran.
that, like $5 a DVD?
Well, I
How's
asked
my
Brendan Moran.
math?
He said it was $9 a DVD.
Well, that's...
So I think he's wrong, but it's
where
$5 a
I tower
DVD.
over him.
Sleepaway Camp, Transylvania 65000, Vamp, Elvira. And if you're a George Clooney fan, if you'd like to see his early work,
And who isn't?
Return of the Killer Tomatoes and Return to Horror High, Clooney classics.
All right, Chris.
Before he did his bigger films.
And he was also in The Facts of Life.
Yes, and you can use this to put your beer in.
I love
Fits
it. Chris,
6 of them.
always a pleasure. We love having you. And I'll
for having
see
me.
you next Tuesday for DVD Tuesday. You can always visit filmthreat.com or chrisgore.com and get some fabulous cooking tips. Who knew? Now, coming up next, we teach and we entertain. My Damn Good Download will help you live out your animated fantasies. G-rated, please. Get ugly fast. You know what I'm saying? And like an auction from the 8th level of thieves and hypocrites, it came from eBay.
On the next attack of the show, PlayStation and Xbox have been thrown out big words and even bigger game trailers in Tokyo. Don't worry, we'll sort through it for you. Plus, Sarah continues to rock out with her mic out. We have her second report from the depths of Lollapalooza. And 8-Bit will be here, and they actually take requests. Who wants to hear the love theme from Castlevania, huh? That's the next attack of the show. You can wait. If it's been buried beneath more than 30 dead cats, used during an exorcism, and birthed during midnight mass, the odds are it came from
I think I just went deaf.
That was for the chat room. I told him I was going to shout the hell out
for
of it
you
this time,
guys.
so there you go, IRC
Taking
chat
one
room.
for the team.
But not Agort 2, because he got banned. Ask why.
Kevin, what do you have for me today?
You didn't ask why.
Why?
Never mind then. We're moving on. You
Okay.
apparently don't care. Starting off with Buy Me Dinner in Odessa. 12 bids.
What?
$26. Yes.
Where's Odessa?
You are bidding to buy her dinner. Odessa is off the coast of the Black Sea. She's been living there for 26 years. Here's pictures of her.
Oh, she's cute.
You get to buy her dinner. Oh, hold on. This is the best picture. I don't even know what's going on there. But hey, look at me in snorkeling gear.
I'm going to buy her dinner now.
Here's
Is
the
she
thing,
gonna
though.
wear that?
No, here's the kicker. You don't actually get to have dinner with her. You just get to buy her dinner.
Oh, is she need our help or?
No, well, she wants to buy seeds for her grandmother's garden. This is her plan. I'm not kidding. Buy seeds for the grandmother's garden so that she can grow flowers to sell the flowers to help the grandmother pay for things.
Don't you feel like if she's selling seeds and she's using eBay, she's probably like maybe got some sort of a lucrative business in the works?
She's wearing, she's got a snorkel
She is wearing flippers.
and flippers inside on the carpet. Clearly she has
with
issues.
some sort of a knife against her knee.
$26. There's actually 12 bids. If it gets
think I'm
over
in love.
$100,000, if it gets over $100,000, you do get to have dinner with her. That's the catch. Moving on.
And you buy your own ticket.
This one's also got a story too, which I got to kind of tell. This is you're bidding on a can of Educated Beans, and the reason is that
Are they the Mexican jumping beans smart?
no, they're
Or more
I think
educated
they're
than
Vanda
that.
Camps, just pork and beans. The
No, but
regular
why are they
variety.
so smart?
Well, here they are watching the news.
Oh.
You know, so they're watching a little news. They're playing some of the PlayStation 2. Maybe the hot coffee, I'm not sure. Here they are, you know, getting out, seeing the scenes. This is the only can of
And
beans.
they're so smart that they wouldn't go without a safety belt.
Safety first for the can of beans. But apparently, like, the kids' school, like, you get tickets for being good all year, and instead of getting bikes and stuff like they did the previous year, they got to choose from, like, cans of beans and boxes of rice.
Kevin, sometimes I feel like you're just messing with me on these eBay.
That's what the auction says. All right, we're moving on. This one will creep you out. This is for a haunted doll. This is
Great.
Megan the haunted doll. 40 bids, $610. Watch this video. Watch it closely. At about 37 seconds, or 37 minutes and 2 seconds.
We have to watch 37 minutes?
Well, no, it's getting there. It's counting. So
Sure,
hold on.
sure.
So this thing is clearly possessed. I'm letting the video play now. Try to
Just
shoot up.
looks
Watch
just like a regular doll to me.
Looks like a regular doll. Wait for it. Whoa, what's that?
I don't know.
Megan's head just moved. You didn't see it? It turned.
You know what? I had lots of dolls that had mechanical heads as a kid. What's so great about Megan?
Because it's not mechanical. She's hunted, Sarah.
Oh.
There's a demon.
Yeah, of course. I missed that part. The demonic doll.
Now, I know
totally worth my
we've had a
money.
rivalry with the gyms in the past, Sarah. But your gyms...
I like to think we're over that. I don't know.
We are
is
over
it
that.
just me?
Well,
or-
especially now that this one's a multimedia eBay auction. Look at the video. You're bidding on some bike jousting rods. That's what it looks like. 0 bids right now, but so far it's only going for $5. Wait till you see. Hold on. We wait till you see the bike jousting. Oh, you can't fast forward?
Wait a second.
Oh, man, I just ruined it.
Kevin.
They're bike jousting rods. Look.
Kevin.
There it is right there.
Kevin.
What?
That's stupid.
They have a video as well for bike jousting. 41 inches in length.
You're buying the video?
No, you buy the rod so you can bike joust.
Oh, I thought you were saying you can buy the video of bike jousting. I was going to say,
No.
get out.
You can always
I better get out.
expect the unexpected when it came from eBay.
Oh, Kevin. Who loves a damn good download in this mother? Besides your mother. Morgan, were you as enthralled by It Came From eBay as I was?
I was enthralled. It was the echoing. I couldn't tear my eyes away.
I know, Kevin,
Yeah.
he tops himself every week over and over. I don't know how he does it.
And I really want to buy some seeds for Flipper Girl.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's mine.
Okay, fine.
So, damn good download
Okay, what do
today.
you have?
We're talking about 3D animation because it's something I don't know much about. So I
Okay.
decided to try a free program called 3D Canvas.
Is this free?
It sure is.
Is it free every time?
Totally.
Oh, it's like the old days.
There's actually there's a full version, but we are playing with the free version for today, which is really awesome. And what's most cool about it is that I opened up the program and I thought, I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what's going on here. So I imported a Grim Reaper model that somebody else had made.
I thought that was a shepherd.
What's that?
It's not a shepherd?
It's a Grim Shepherd.
Okay.
It's angry, all about death. So I just imported it off of the 3D Canvas website, which is very helpful because
Cool.
somebody else got me started and said, hey, use it. So, and I've sort of messed around with a little walking and talking here. I sort of have his little actions of where he's going to go and where I can give him a little. I sort of got him moonwalking a little bit. I don't really know what I'm doing. So anyway,
He's partying.
That's my Grim Reaper knows how to party. He really throws it down.
And
so,
he had some festive colors going on there, too.
very festive colors. And at this point, what happened was I thought, okay, well, I want to give him some colors, and I didn't really know what I was doing. So what's nice, again, about 3D Canvas is that there are millions of tutorials online. You can start from scratch. You can figure out how to make a ball bounce if you want. And what I found is the using textures tutorial. So at this point, I can just download this tutorial. I can read it off the website, or I can, go through it later. It tells you all about all of the tools that you need to make, faces and skin. You want the Grim Reaper to be black. You want him to have shadows. You want to show where the light's coming from. All of that good stuff. And you can also take a look at some of the really cool galleries that they have as far as all the things that you can make. One of my favorites is that cute little one-eyed bot.
I love him.
Isn't he great?
Yeah.
This is professional stuff.
That's
so
some pretty good stuff.
I'm starting at the beginning, but as you can see, you can do really good stuff with 3D Canvas. It's free. What do you have to lose? Grim Reaper could be yours for the taking. You can find today's Damn Good Download link at attackoftheshow.com, along with the other downloads, websites, and gems, and darn it if I don't do everything around here.
You do everything. How would you feel if you came back from break and we were gone? Okay, don't cry. I was just speaking hypothetically. I didn't know that about your dad, okay? Okay. Well, we'll read your emails and your chat questions after this, okay? Does that make you feel better? Okay.
Attack of the show, baby. Attack.
All right, we want to remind you that you can get a sneak peek at the G4EA festivities through the live party webcam presented by Butterfinger Crisp on Wednesday, July 27th at 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific at g4tv.com/sneak.
Sneak.
It's going to be a good time.
They can watch all the people falling over drunk.
Clearly.
That'd be me.
That's going to be you?
Can I-
I'm going to be working. We're both working.
Well, I'm working. It's not like I'm not working, but
I
I'm
work
going to
better
be falling
drunk.
over drunk.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Friday.
Margarita
Hello,
Fridays.
we proved it. We're just better people.
Oh,
that
we should let them
way.
know.
Yes.
On a serious note, no Attack
Yes.
of the Show tomorrow or Thursday. I mean, there'll be reruns, but
So
you know,
they won't
use
be
your
too
TiVo for that.
lonely.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. We're going to climb Machu Picchu, but we'll be back on Friday.
That's it. No more show till Friday.
Yeah. Thanks to our guests, Chris Gore and Chris Kantrowitz.
Stay tuned for something probably involving Adam Sessler and stage blood.
Great. Again?
Every single time.
Please.
Attack of the Show wardrobe provided by Jinx.